Welcome back to another video, guys. It's your boy Himan. In this video we're going to look at Ethereum and we're going to see where Ethereum will go and end up and whether this is the right time to buy Ethereum. So without further ado, let's jump into the charts. Okay, so I've got the charts over here right now. Look, as for Bitcoin, I'm super bearish in the short to medium term, meaning that I'm still firm on my target, which is the 20k mark. But for Ethereum, this is the unpredictable asset. All right, this is a bit stubborn asset. Right now we are seeing the Bitcoin effect on Ethereum. We had a 10% decline today and currently on the downside. So first I'll talk about the worst case scenario, as in the downside. Where will Ethereum end up in the short to medium term time period, and when you should buy in. And of course I'm keeping my eye on Ethereum and Bitcoin. I'm looking to buy in. I'm saving money up, getting my bank account filled, so when the right time comes I'm gonna buy in. So we're gonna first look into the downside. All right, now speaking of the downside, I'm on the daily charts over here. Now I've noticed two support areas. So when you see or hear someone speak about support area, what does that mean? A support area is basically like your insurance, or it's like, let's say you're doing a catch and play. You're catching the ball, right? So your hand becomes the support, right? So how do you identify a support zone? Well, the first support zone that I've drawn is, this area over here. The reason why I think this is a good support area is, look at the chart, right? You see from May to this May 12th to May 23rd, we had a huge decline, and we topped out at we bottomed down at this level. We went back up again. Hold on, let me get my tool over here, spotlight tool. All right, so we were here. This is where we topped out. We came down, we bottomed out, went back up again, came down. Look where it came down. It came down to the same line. All right, went back up again, came down again, the same area. So it's coming down to this same area, meaning that traders actually find this particular area, which is $1,700 area, as a really good buy zone. That's where the bulls come in and push the price up. So from that observation, I could come to a conclusion, because this happened twice, from May to July. So that's May, June, July, in a 3-month span. So meaning that this area has significant support or like favor from the bulls. All right, so that's how you identify your first support. So whenever you look at the charts, all right, you will see, try to look at indicators like this, where the asset came and bounced back. All right, and if it's coming down over there in multiple occasions, like this one and 2 and 3, you know that this area is a favorable area for traders to enter, right? Okay, and the other support area is this one. This is also a major support area. This is $1,400. This was the previous all-time high back in the 2018 bull run. All right, now these two support areas, all right, so this is the worst case scenario for Ethereum. If Ethereum is to follow Bitcoin, we are right now seeing the Bitcoin effect on Ethereum. If Ethereum is to follow Bitcoin, which it does most of the time, we'll either see Ethereum come over here and bounce back up, or we'll see this zone, the area between these two lines. If Ethereum comes down and consolidate over here, something like this, hold on, let me draw. Of course, don't worry about the time span. All right, I told you short to medium term. So we'll go like this, consolidate and take off. All right, So as for the downside, I'm very firm on these two areas. Okay, so if I'm buying Ethereum, this is the kind of area that I would definitely buy Ethereum, and I would hold Ethereum long term. Look, before everyone was talking about Ethereum was trading between $200-$400. I could have bought it, but I didn't. Alright, right now I'm trying to enter Ethereum, and this is where I want to buy in. Okay, this 1,800-700 line as a really good support area, I believe, and for the price that you pay, the asset is really cheap. All right, from a fundamental perspective, I told you that charting, which is the technical side, but from the fundamentals, the amount that you pay is very well deserved. Now, that's the downside. Upside, now like I told you, Ethereum is a bit stubborn asset, right? Even though it follows Bitcoin and Ethereum are two worlds apart. It's not the same, right? Now, what I notice is the volume over here. If you guys can see it, the volume over here compared to the Bitcoin volume, Ethereum volume has been consistent since May. All right, so that means we see an equal level of big money and retail money pouring out and into the asset, which is a really good thing. Okay, so I really like the volume. I actually like the volume at Ethereum better than Bitcoin, right? As for the upside, again, good volume is a really good indicator that we are seeing some strong level of upside in the medium to longer term. All right, now where would you put Ethereum as a price target? Where would Ethereum end up by the time it's next year this time? I honestly think Ethereum will beat pretty much or come closer to Bitcoin. I don't think Ethereum will go to $50,000 in a year or two, but definitely the 10K mark is really possible. Right now, I talked about the London upgrade. Alright, they're now burning Ethereum, excess Ethereum, they're burning it. That means they're reducing the supply. That means, of course, the demand goes up. They're making it more accessible for all the other people to come and stake Ethereum, meaning that they are expanding their entire network. Alright, so these are good signs. But as for a price target, I don't really like to give predictions, but I think a $10,000 is a really good price target. The other thing that I noticed is this head and shoulders pattern, right? I've talked about this in my previous videos. You got the shoulders over here, you got the head, and of course you have the shoulders over here. Usually let me draw a neckline. What will happen? I'm on the daily chart, all right? So I have a rough idea. What will happen is we'll come back up again. We are over here right now. We'll come back up again and touch this $3,500 mark and then go back down. So that's very possible. And in the short to medium term, like I told you, the downside is definitely this area that I think Ethereum will come and rest, and this is where I'm buying. As for the upside, of course, my target is going to be $10,000. All right, so when that will happen is a matter of macroeconomics as well. Now we have to consider crypto market. Even though I know you guys love to take crypto away from everything, but you can't, because the same people who are trading crypto are trading stocks. Same people who are trading crypto are trading bonds. Same people who are trading crypto are trading commodities. When there's something going on in the world, like the Evergrande crisis, and we still have the pandemic, markets tend to be volatile. All right, we need to observe where the big players are going. So if something happens, Ethereum and all the other crypto markets could come down, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. All right, that means they will bleed, and it's a good thing, so you can buy in. right? Because we know crypto is the future. We are seeing the beginning of the end of fiat currency. So my long-term perspective on Ethereum is $10,000 definitely, but in the short term, worst case scenario for Ethereum would be this area, this 1,800 or 1,300. This range is a really good area for you to buy in, and that's where I'm buying in. So I hope I was clear. I hope I gave you some sort of insight as to what's going on. Do not enter the market right now. All right, be very careful and make sure to buy in at these levels. All right, and hodl along. Do not sell. If you're buying in, go long. If you want to trade, that's up to you. All right, let's say you're putting $10,000, $5,000. Don't trade off. Hodl that. $5,000 trading. It's up to you. But me personally, if I'm buying in at those areas, I'm gonna keep it. Right? So that's it for today's video, guys. That's it on Ethereum. I'll see you guys in another video. Until then, happy trading.